So UPSC is a master game, Union Public Service Commission. To play any game, you have to first know about the rules of the game. So let's try to see some of them. So UPSC is Indian Police Commission appointed by the President of India. It's a constitutional body and with headquarters in Delhi, Dholpur House. It is located in Delhi. They annually conduct the examination for the high bureaucracy like IAS, IPS, Indian Police Service, Indian Foreign Service, Indian Forest Service, Indian Economic Service, Indian Statistical Service, and then from all India services. Apart from that, there is central services like Group A, Group B. Even they are being conducted by the UPSC. So there is a master exam called IAS. In IAS include IPS, Indian Foreign Service, Indian Revenue Service. One exam, multiple things are there. Power of IAS. Purposely I have brought one picture here as one of the most powerful politicians of the country. Our Honorable Prime Minister is standing as a candidate in front of election officer who is a district collector, and he is sitting. That's the protocol. And a candidate is standing and presenting his form. So that's the power of the IAS. One exam gives the person who come from the very humble background at young age such an interesting opportunities, such an interesting power to move the things for good, and that's the power of IAS. We can say the authority you get is unparalleled. Now, why we are discussing you with the undergraduate level? So, undergraduate level, if you start, then there is a first mover advantage. Earlier you start, earlier you reach. That's a simple idea like that. So, what are the advantages of starting at the undergraduate level? One, our academic approach and computer study approach are different. So, sometime a year is wasted in understanding difference. So, if you start early, you can save that year of just understanding the competitive approach, which is different from the academic approach. Second, early start gives the ample time to build a conceptual base. Even that's advantage. And success rate go high in that case. Like if your conceptual base is strong, then you will get surely a success. Our education system itself has some shortfall, like not giving adequate importance to social sciences. Sometimes social sciences remain behind. In this exam, they are important. So UPSC fill the gap. Even that's advantage here. So get ready for takeoff. Early entry in service, get a more number of years. So that is rising up the echelons of bureaucracy become easy. So in UPSC prefer the young recruits. Like last year, 63% of those who cleared were either of a first attempt or the second attempt. So that shows that UPSC has like a tilt towards those who are young and in the first or second attempt, because they get some more number of years in service. They can rise in the echelons of power in the bureaucracy, and ultimately country benefits because of their experience and judgment they can take. With early entry, the energy and enthusiasm is high, not to say separately. It gives the personal and social benefits. Finally, nowadays as a trend, preparations are started at undergraduate level only. This is a trend now. Much understanding has built up about these exams, their importance, and even aspirations have gone up. And so at undergraduate level only people start. Sometime at school level, the preparations are started. So that's cool. It helps to be a par with the competition. So if you start early, you may not be ahead, but at least a par with the competition, one can say. So get set po, that's the formula. Like education wise, what is the criteria for the UPSC, that is IAS examination? So age wise, if you see, general category minimum 21, maximum 32, OBC 35, SC ST category if you are, then 37 years. Number of attempts are limited. That is, if you fill the form of examination and go to the prelim exam and sign in the exam hall, then that is called as attempt. So in the open category, 6 attempts are available, sufficient. That is nearly 7 years one can appear for exam. OBC 9 attempts are there, and there is no restriction on number of attempts for SC and STs. They could be up to the maximum age and take the attempt. Degree from any university or deemed university will do. No percentage. 35 class, past classes also do. No issues there. So saints have a past tested and sinners have a future. If you had a gap in your academic career, some year you failed, then will you be eligible for competitive exams? The answer is yes. Sinners have a past and saints have a future. Only degree is considered, not a stream or marks. Only degree is given a consideration. stream or marks are not given consideration. You could be a pharma graduate, you could be computer science graduate, you could be BA, BSc, BCom, anything like that. And other marks are considered like no separate marks are awarded for post graduation or job experience or in UPSC at least for sports. So in interview you may make some better impression, but otherwise no separate marks are allocated for anything of it. Even in the last year of graduation, one can apply for the exam provided 21 is complete. अगर आपका 21 complete है, so you can apply in the last year also. Very interesting thing is that this examination, UPSC's IAS examination, country's biggest examination, could be given even in the regional languages. Every year, people clear from Marathi, Telugu, Tamil, Hindi medium also in this exam. So equal opportunity, a parity is presented in for the regional mediums in the exam. Some common inquiries: how much height is required to become the IPS? So minimum height required is 165 centimeter for men and 150 centimeter for women. Normal height. The Indian side, no other physical test is there. Even to become Havaldar, you have to like give the rigorous physical test. But for IPS level, there is no such rigorous test. One of my students, Shraddha Pandey, is working in the West Bengal cadre as IPS. You can see fitness is automatically bought by the Sardar Patel National Police Academy at Hyderabad. Does one has to learn the foreign languages to become IFS? Another of my students, Apil Thorat, who is working in the South Korea in the Indian Foreign Service. So again, no, the answer is there is a rigorous training and they teach the languages they want to teach. If you learn in the foreign languages, that could be a good value addition, and in interview you may get 1 or 2 marks extra since you can impress them, but nothing otherwise. Such condition is there. Again, which graduation is best to clear the civil services? No for fixed rule. Tarul Bhausar, one of my students in the Revenue Service, she has done medicine, homeopathic, but she cleared from the normal medical science subject in the UPSC and working in the Indian Revenue Service. So any graduation, it should be according to your plan B. Toppers are from all backgrounds. One of my students, Samir Wankhede, he is also in the IRS, Indian Revenue Service, and become very famed recently for different reasons. So it's a one exam with a multiple posts. Apart from very famous one like IAS, Indian Administrative Service, IPS, Indian Police Service, IRS, Indian Revenue Service. In the same examination, you can get the IAS, Indian Audit and Account Service, one of the best service. It did best job satisfaction in the services are in this particular post only, IAS. Even there is Indian Corporate Law Service, Indian Information Service, Indian Ordnance Factory Service, etc. So how this exam is conducted is a single year formula. In a single year, all the three steps are there. It's a 3-step rocket. First is called preliminary examination. If you clear that, then you are allowed to sit for next level called mains examination. And if you clear that, then you are called for the third and final stage, and that is interview, or also called as a PT, personality test. So exam format, prelim examination is conducted in the May-June. So in a single year, all the 3 stages are completed. So May-June, the preliminary examination is conducted. In the month of October, the means, and interview is conducted in the month of April. So this way the fixed pattern is there. They declare the dates 1 year in advance, and every year the pattern remains the same. So in a single year, all the 3 stages are covered, and before the next prelim, the final result is out, that who are the rank holders in the examination. So prelim is an objective type exam, and there are 2 papers into it. Mains is a descriptive type of exam, when you have to write the long answers into it. So prelim, there is the first paper 1, general studies, and paper 2 is called CSAT. It is more like our CET or CAT type examination, where qualifying in nature and 33% is a passing into it. So it's a passing examination and not scoring, paper 2. Questions, the paper are set in the Hindi as well as in English, 2 languages. Each paper is of a 2 hours duration, and negative marking is there. 1/3 marks are deducted for the every one answer that is marked wrong. So suppose you solved 3 correct answers and 9 wrong answers, then your score will be 0. 3 correct and 9 wrong, because then 1/3 rule will apply, and then both will get cancelled and your score will be 0 ultimately. So that is how negative marking is good for the serious students, they get saved from the non-serious students who believed in the thukka method, like just luck by chance type ideas. So prelim 400 marks. There are multiple subjects into it: polity, economics, history, geography, science and tech, etc. And in CSAT, if you see, there are things like passage comprehension, reasoning, mental ability, data interpretation, decision making, etc. And so prelim is a type of 2020 match type, we can say, or 1-day match. Mains is like a test match. Each paper is of 3 years duration. There are multiple papers in the mains. Mains goes on for the whole week, just like test match. And then one language paper is there, any vernacular language, say Marathi or Hindi or Telugu or Tamil or Bengali, etc. One English language paper compulsory. Both papers are 10th level. 10th level, so very simple. And then you just get 25% marks into it. So they are just passing and not scoring, but they have to be first cleared, and then your other papers are checked. Then there is a essay paper of 250 marks. 2 essays are been asked, each for 125 marks. So one of the challenging paper it is. And then the general studies 1, 2, 3, 4 papers are there. And then apart from that, there is an optional paper. Every candidate has to choose one optional, any one optional from the list of 25 nearly optionals given. And optionals are multiple: agriculture, animal husbandry to history, law, mathematics, mechanical science to philosophy, psychology, geology, anything. So suppose there is a MBBS person, doctor, can he choose the mechanical engineering as optional? The answer is yes, he can. As it is, there is no degree. You have to study, clear and get the post directly in the hand. Can a BA graduate in economics choose the electrical engineering? Again, the answer is same. Yes, you can choose anything you want. There is no issue about it. So any one option one has to choose. So overall, this means is of a 1750 marks. Prelim marks are neither not taken for the level. Prelim is just elementary round. So means marks are means. They are most important. They are been like a real race. So as we seen, essay plus English, history plus geography, polity and relationship, science and tech, ethics. There is a special paper called as ethics in a means. And then one optional subject is there. So if you go in detail of it, as we discussed, same thing in detail has been there, like history includes the culture, ancient, medieval, modern, geography includes the Indian geography, economy includes the Indian economy and even the international institutions in the world, etc. And then the interview, a personality test, it is called PT. If you clear the mains, then only the candidate is called for the interview. Mains marks are not declared immediately. And immediately Delhi, the interview held, just now recently we held the interview in Delhi, mock interviews you are conducting, so that photo could be seen. So 275 marks interview is there. So 1750 means plus 275, so grand total makes it to 2025 marks. 2025 marks is the grand total, the mains examination is there like that. So one of the example of my student, Ansar Sheikh, who is from the Jalna district in Marathwada, Maharashtra, and from humble background he came and still planned properly, and at first attempt at just 21 he became the IAS. That too he gave the full exam in the Marathi medium, and that shows the capacity to dream and achieve. If he can do it, then nobody should have an excuse that we can't do it. Some other examples famously are the Tina Dabi and her sister Iya Dabi. Good siblings they are. Tina has cleared in the first attempt first rank. And this year only, so her younger sister Iya has in the first attempt got a 15th rank. IAS, both are in the IAS. So both siblings have shown that by proper planning at undergraduate level, one can systematically crack the civil services examination.